purchase it. Well, hi, Terry. Thanks for doing this interview on the questions and your involvement with the life plan, which we started last September, and then we completed the first part of October. So tell me, what got you interested in taking this life plan for the creating the best year of your life, or my life?
Well, you know, I've taken some of your classes before, many of them. One, the goal setting class, the creating life that what you want class, the vision workshop. So this seemed to me like a combination of them all and even more. So I was interested in that. And then I see that this was, by your description, that this could be a place where I could organize all of my thoughts and desires for the year. Because upcoming next year, actually after the end of next year, I'll be moving to Washington, which is one of the biggest changes that I'm going to be making in my life. So I wanted to make, and I do want to make this transition really smooth as possible. I want to enjoy the journey as I get there. So I thought, you know what, this would be a perfect class for me to take, to combine all these elements and to also set up a plan. Yeah, so that's what interested me in the class.
That's wonderful. And can you share what did you learn in some of the tools with the life planning, and what are you applying right now in your life?
Oh my gosh, do you have an hour? There was so much that I learned. First, you know, this class wasn't just about goal setting for the next 12 months. It was more about, well, much more, and about discovering your life plan, you know, as the class name implies, you know. I learned a lot about myself. And I was surprised because I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be a goal-orientated class. I'm going to be scheduling things from January through or September through September, the year plan. But it was much more than that. It caused me to look deeper within myself, into the things I desire, into what truly makes me happy, into what I wanted to accomplish this year and why. Kind of looking into what really matters to me. And you have so many exercises for us to get into and follow and work at, that it really made me think about all these different areas of my life, not just the next 12 months.
Right.
Things that I wanted to accomplish and things that I desired. So like I said, I learned a lot in the class through all the different exercises and about myself, which it really worked out well because I'm applying those things.
Well, you know, that's wonderful because I'm doing the same thing with myself. I created the life plan for myself, and I've been tweaking it and revising it every so often because I noticed some of the goals have manifested already, and I'm so excited about it. And so I'm placing new goals for the next year. And so I see this as a tool, sort of as a guide, written guide. You know, it's one of those lists, like we have checklists every day. You know, it just reminds us, where am I going within the next year? Because this could overlap to another year, which, you know, I'll revise again.
Oh, definitely, because I'm already seeing myself extending this for the end of next year, not just September to September, but also including the last trimester of the year. And it's like, wow. And like you said, you do that. You go back and you see the things, you know, if you continually, you know, studying this and going back and looking at your plan for your 12 months, you're continually going back and saying, oh, I did that. Oh, right, that's done. I did that. You know what? I have another idea. Let me put that in. So it's kind of like exciting, and, you know, it makes you feel good. You know, it makes you feel more confident in what you're, because you're noticing and you're seeing that you're actually accomplishing your goals, which is a good feeling.
Yeah, and that's the reason that I provided a template, a Word template, so that way you all of you can revise this every year or every month if you need to. It allows you to continue to revise this.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
So how has this learning made a difference for you in areas of your life?
Well, you know, I feel, because of this, I feel more organized and less stressful. And I know by keeping this plan, I know I will complete and achieve the goals I've outlined, because I'm continually looking at this plan, seeing what I've accomplished, seeing what I still need to do or want to do, desire to do. And so I know I'm going to accomplish what I set out to do. And it's not like just saying, oh yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, and not actually putting it into this plan. You provided this template for us that allows us to actually put it into the plan. and because you have different parts within the life plan itself. So it's really functional. So because of even all the different exercises that you had us do, some of the writing our own affirmations, really reviewing our desires and our purpose in life and our mission and our vision. And one of the things I really loved that you had us do was to play the contribution game.
Oh, yeah.
That one really has touched my life because of the contribution game that you had us play, I've changed my perspective on being more open to suggestions and not so cautious.
Yeah.
And, on things that I've discerned, that are, so, but be more open to the suggestions and accepting of what may come along, because they may just be what I need or have been looking for. And I never thought of it in that way.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought, contribution, or you're giving to others, you're doing what they need, not thinking about what it's doing for me. And that was, that really made a difference, I tell you now, for my life.
Yeah, I learned from that contribution game that it could be a link to our manifestation. It could be a lead to that manifestation, or it could be somebody tying us or taking us to where we need to go, and looking at that. Yes. So if somebody was interested in taking this class and they're not sure about it, what would you tell them?
I tell them to not be afraid. Just take the class. They can see how much I've learned, and there's much more that I could even share on this interview, because there were a lot of things that we had to actually sit and contemplate within ourselves to see what we really desire. Because sometimes we don't even ask ourselves that. What makes you happy? What matters to you? Sometimes we're so busy in life, we may have a second thought here and there, but we don't actually put it in writing so that we can actually see it. So having this template, so I would tell them, having this template and going through and really going deep down and discovering what you really want in these next 12 months and in your life plan was it will be such a benefit to them, because it was totally a benefit to me. Something that it's not just a class that I took, it's going to be something that I'm going to carry on. Because like you said, you can take this same template and you can work for the following years to come. It doesn't have to stop here. So it can continue to go on. And your affirmations, building your own affirmations, that was awesome. Something else that I, continually look over, and I'm so proud of myself. Because I'm like, boy, you wrote that? I said, that sounds good, but you wrote that? Yes, you wrote that, because I had the time to sit and really think about in each of the classes that you had. There were 4 different classes. And the money that you paid is so well worth it. Because some may be thinking, oh, I'm not sure if I want to spend that money. I'd rather go buy a book. No. This is so awesome because it's interactive. You have assignments, you have things that you need to do for yourself, because it's really all for you. Mm-hmm. So really, you need to really sit and think about, what do you want to do for you?
Yes.
Instead of always thinking about what you're going to do for the family, how you're going to plan for them, plan for their education, plan for your working, plan for your, advancement in your career, but really just stop and just say, what do I want for me this coming year? So I would say to anyone, I recommend this class, and you will not be disappointed or discouraged, and the money was well worth it, and not even that much. So it's like, you better take it, because it is totally worth it. You will get a lot out of it.
Thank you, Terry, and I appreciate you sharing some of that.